This is what's interesting about commercial wine cellars. They're actually a lot more diverse, a lot more involved in a commercial wine cellar than there is in a residential. And that's actually the fun in it too. I think commercial cellars are far more interesting to work on. There's such a variety, and the goals are so diverse as well. So sometimes they're looking for a display space or something to improve their facility, or sometimes it's just sales. They just need a large amount of racking or something like that. Or sometimes it's just storage. They just need to store wine, and it's no one's ever going to see it, but they just need to have capacity for a lot of wine storage. So for us, this is what makes the commercial cellar so much more interesting than the residentials. They tend to be similar and not too far apart, and they're kind of a basic package that always works. Where in the commercial side, that's not the case. There's a lot more to it. In terms of basics, getting up front, when we first talk to the people, we're really trying to figure out what their goals are. What kind of a space are they looking for? Is it just display, just storage, just sales? Is it cooled? What is it going to be for, marketing purposes and or some sort of an event space? So we try to get all that done initially and try to discover what they're shooting for. And then we also find out if it's going to be cooled or non-cooled, because there's quite a few commercial spaces that are not actually cooled. A lot of them are just displays because their wine doesn't need to be stored for a long period of time. It's going to be there for a little bit and off it goes. Purely a sales display. So what becomes important then is being able to display the bottles in an easy way to see them, easy way to select. So we tend to go with a lot of racking that has display views. So the wine is visible. It's not just bottle cork out type displays. The bottle is displayed on top, so you know what's below it. Then you just store it below it, so it makes it easy to access. But you have a display at the top that shows you, here's what it is. These are very popular. We do these round, we do them square and rectangular, but with the display row at the top and then bulk storage kind of underneath of what's being sold. The larger bins, I think we just did those for variety. Those aren't super popular in a sales setting, but what we did is we put these little displays out in front so you could see what is in those bulk storages. Once we discover what kind of room they want, so it's a sales room, then we want to know how much wine are you planning on having? What's your inventory levels going to be? So how many bottles do we need to be able to display? And then we'll try to go into style, find out what kind of style they want. Are they looking more for like traditional wood racking like this, or are they looking for something more modern with some more metal racking? And that's the other fun of a commercial installation, a sales installation, is you can get really creative with the rack. There's all sorts of one-off or modern styles. We've even done some that are just had custom made, just welded up some metal racks that looked very industrial and commercial, and the client that was what they were kind of looking for, not a real industrial commercial style. So we spend a good amount of time trying to figure out the style. What is the goal? How many bottles? How much do you want to separate it by varietal? Do you want to have a whites and a reds area, or how is it that you want to display it? And then we start playing around with some designs. We usually do some drafts to see where we're at, see if we're capturing the vision that the client has. And then usually we haven't nailed it the first try, but pretty good about getting it, and with the revisions in the second or third, we kind of go from there.